Una, dos. King's Kids is an international ministry that we began here in Mexico several years back. We focus on kids from 8 to 23 years old with a focus of discipleship and training through arts, entertainment, music, dance, and any way we can possibly get into these young people's lives to help bring forth change. It's a 2-week intensive discipleship course followed by 3 days of outreach. This is just a little bit of a video that will show you what we did, what was going on, some of my teachings, and the kids that we had this year, which was an amazing time. Focused on this year was intelligent design, creationism, and evolution, understanding that all of these are philosophies and religions, and not necessarily absolutes as science has once taught us. This is a particular teaching that I taught for about an hour and a half on science, evolution, creationism, and intelligent design, where the ideas come from, and how they've influenced us today.
Pero lo que creyeron por tanto tiempo. ¿Qué es lo que hicieron después? Pues si no hay Dios, y si yo vengo de mi perica, mejor me caso con mi perica. Pues es negro.
Although being almost 98% similar in our gene structure between a monkey and a human, that 2% difference is our ability to reason.
Vamos a ver otro más.
My heart and goal of teaching this week through evolution, creationism, intelligent design, understanding philosophy and history, theories and religions wasn't just to challenge people to new knowledge, but to understand that as we as believers should be smart, we should be intelligent, we should be able to have logic and reason, and it's not a blind faith. The way that the world looks at us as Christians today has not been because of the truth of who God is and the reality of the Bible, but it's because of our doubts and our lack of understanding many times, and God wants to rise up a new generation who will stand strong and be willing to not fight, but to be able to express truth and fight with their words in the reality that there is no other answer except for the absolute reality of the God of the Bible. And we can see that, and we can prove that.
No creo en la Biblia. ¿Cómo es que tú puedes decirme que existe un Dios que sí es cierto si no hay Biblia? ¿Cuántos años no tuvimos Biblia? ¿Tú sabes cómo escribe la Biblia? Como 1500 años cuando comenzaron a escribirlo. 1300 años de inglés. Entonces, por 1300 ya había una Biblia. ¿Y tú me dices que existe un Dios solo por la Biblia?
Sí.
Siempre te digo.
Teaching this year was a personal challenge for me because both teachings that I did were a new teaching in Spanish that I'd never done before, and the first 100% in Spanish was a big challenge. The second teaching that I did was called the Father Heart of God. Especially in Latin America, the number one reason why most people can't come to God the Father is because of their image they've had from their earthly father, and they hate him. They're brokenhearted. They don't see a God of love or of mercy or wanting to spend time with them. And so the whole focus of the second teaching was go straight to the heart, understanding the reality of scriptures, that God is the God of the brokenhearted, God is the God of the orphans, and God is the God there to take care of us and guide us. He is not like all the lies we've had from our family members or fathers or parents, but He is the perfect Father who understands the motives of our heart in everything that we do. And understanding this brings freedom.
5, 6, 7 y 8.
At the end of our lecture phase or our teachings, we take a time to take the students out, and through art, dance, we had step, which is kind of like tap dance. We had a band we put together. We had dramas, and then we had just music and dancing choreography. It's a way that through these arts, the youth can express their heart, everything they've learned, and go out and minister to others. The heart is to be able to learn and understand who God is, but not just keep it for ourselves, but be able to go out and bring forth His truth to others and give everything that we've received. Well, this year's camp was an awesome camp, and I hope that just this short little video gives you a little bit of understanding of what we were doing, just the amazing things that were happening down here. I learned a lot, and really feel like I challenged my heart, my ability to communicate in Spanish, and just be able to listen to a generation that's harder for me to come to, that are younger. I know that God wants that daily just continue to grow, and this was an amazing time to be able to see Him move in new ways.